Let us proceed with the discussion of Module 3. Last session we have seen how an ALU is designed using a basic adder element. By suitably controlling the carry in input, we can perform the arithmetic and logical operations such as addition, subtraction, and or XOR and XNOR. Here in this particular diagram you can see four full ladders are connected. That is nth bit operation where n is equal to 4 full ladders we are using. We know that the sum as well as the carry of one stage, it depends upon the present input plus the carry that is being generated from the previous stage. So as the number of bits goes on increasing, the delay also increases. So let us see what are the different ways in which this delay can be controlled. We make use of two concepts, that is carry generation and carry propagation. In carry generation, it takes the advantage of the occurrences of AK is equal to BK. So here you can see carry when a carry is generated. So when A and B inputs are same, okay, then a carry is generated when A and B are 1 and no carry is generated when A and B are 0. Okay. That means we can write the expression for the carry generated as G is equal to A into B, where G stands for carry generated and AB are the inputs. So here you can see the carry generated is same as the input. That is when A and B are 1, the carry generated is 1, and when A and B are 0, the carry generated is 0. This is the principle of carry generation, and G is equal to AB. For this condition, the case what we consider is A and B are same. Okay. So a carry is propagated, that means C in and C out will be same when A and B are complementary. Let us look into an example here. Okay. When C in is 1 and we have considered the condition where A and B are complementary. Let me say A is equal to 0 and B is equal to 1. So for this operation, suppose now C in is equal to 1. Okay. So the sum will be 0 and the carry out will be 1. Let us consider the second case where C in is equal to 0 and A is equal to 0 and B is equal to 1. Okay. So 0 plus 1, the sum is 1 and carry out is 0. So from this we understand that C out will be same as C in. So we can say that the carry is propagated when A and B are complementary. If C in is equal to 1, the C out is also 1, and when C in is equal to 0, C out is equal to 0. So we can write the expression for carry generated as G is equal to A into B, and we can write the expression for carry propagated as P is equal to A XOR B. That is what is explained in the slide. We know the expression for sum and carry of a full ladder. We can simplify and get the expression as sum is equal to A XOR B XOR C in, and carry out expression is AB plus BC in plus A into C in. After simplification, we can write it as C out is equal to AB plus A XOR B into C in. Now let us substitute the expression for carry propagated and carry generated. Carry generated is given by A into B and carry propagated is given by A XOR B. So we can write the expression for sum and carry as sum is equal to P XOR C in and C out is equal to G plus P into C in. So from equation 2, we can get the expression for carry that is generated. Carry at 0th stage is equal to G0 plus P0 into C in. C1 is equal to G1 plus P1 into C0. C2 is equal to G2 plus P2 into C1. C3 is equal to G3 plus P3 into C2. Considering this expression, we get this truth table. So in the truth table, you can see that when P0 is equal to 1, when P0 is equal to 1, C0 is same as C in. And when P0 is equal to 0, C0 is same as A0 or B0. Okay. So here P0 becomes 1 when A0 and B0 are complementary. Under such condition, C0 is same as C in and P0 is equal to and G0 is A into B. Okay. Under this condition, carry output is same as A0 or B0. Okay. So here you can see when P is equal to 1, C0, all values of C0s are same as all values of C in. And when P0 is 0, so under this case you can see that when G0 is 0, C0 is 0, that is same as A and B. And when P0 is 0, G0 is 1. Okay. C0 is same as A0. Let us implement this truth table now. Let us use a XOR gate. We know that the expression for sum is A XOR B XOR C. So first A and B are XORed, then the output of that is XORed with the input C in. So this is how we got the expression for S. This is directly from the expression S is equal to A XOR B XOR C. Now let us draw the circuit for C0 using the concept of carry generated and carry propagated. In the table we have seen that when P0 is 1, C0 is same as C in. So let us analyze this. So here we are using an inverter at the input end as well as the output end just for buffering. As we are using it both at the input end and the output end, the effect gets nullified. Okay, so here we are using a transmission gate. So when P0 is 1, the transmission gate gets enabled and Cin will be made available at C0. Okay. Anyways, for this condition to occur, A and B should be complementary. When A and B are complementary, there won't be any conducting path here as well as here in the NMOS. So this value of Cin or the bit in Cin is propagated to Cout. When P0 is 0, when P0 is 0, this transmission gate gets enabled. Okay. So output depends upon this PMOS as well as NMOS. For this condition to occur, your inputs A and B should be same. So in the truth table, we have seen that C0 is equal to 0 when AB is 0. So C0 is 0 when A and B are 0. Because we are using an inverter here, we are making slight modifications in the connection. Let us see the working. When A and B are 0, this NMOS does not work. PMOS gets conducted. So it is connected to VDD. So the output is 1 and the output from the inverter is 0. So coming into the truth table, that is when A and B both are 0, PMOS is enabled, output will be 1. Since we have used an inverter, output will be 0. When A and B are 1, okay, so NMOS FETs are connected in series. Okay, source is connected to ground. So the output is 0 and the output from the inverter is 1. So the output from the inverter is 1. Okay. So we can conclude that when P is equal to 1, the transmission gate is enabled and C0 will be same as Cin. And when P0 is equal to 0, the transmission gate is disabled, and when A is equal to 0, C0 is equal to 0, and when A, B, they are 1, C0 is equal to 1. So we don't have to wait for the output from the previous stage. Okay, without this information also, based on the concept of carry propagation and carry generation, we can implement the circuit. Okay, so here the problem is that instead of carry passing through the complete transmission gate, we can make some slight modification in the circuit. Okay, so that carry path is pre-charged by the clock signal and the carry path may be gated by a N-type pass transistor. A Manchester carry chain is used to overcome the problem of the previous circuit, where the carry in it is propagated through the transmission gate, so the delay will be more. To overcome that problem, we can use this carry chain. Okay. Here carry propagated expression is given by AK XOR BK, and the carry generation is given by AK bar into BK bar. A slight modification is done in the expression for GK, or in general I can say GK bar is equal to AK into BK. This makes use of CMOS dynamic logic. CMOS dynamic logic has a PMOS at the top, NMOS at the bottom, and the circuit is implemented here in between the PMOS and the NMOS. It has two phases. One is the precharging the phase and the other one is the execution phase, and care should be taken that the inputs are not changed during the execution phase. Okay, here when clock is equal to 0, the upper PMOS it gets charged and the NMOS does not get charged, and the carry out is 1. So based on the inputs during the execution phase, the carry out will be retained in logic 1 state or it will be brought down to logic 0. So here using dynamic logic, you are reducing the time to bring the output from logic 0 to logic 1. That is, the charging time is actually reduced because that happens with the help of a PMOS at the pre-charging state. In the truth table, we can see that when P is equal to 1, C naught is same as C in. So coming to the circuit, when P naught is 1, C naught will be same as C in. Okay. Anyway, this MOSFET does not conduct because for this to conduct, the inputs should be same. But for P to be 1, the inputs A and B are complementary. So there is no chance of this NMOS to turn on when Pk is equal to 1. Now let us see what happens when Pk is equal to 0. When Pk is equal to 0, this NMOS does not turn on. So the output depends upon this CMOS dynamic logic. Here Gk is equal to Ak bar into Bk bar. So let us consider a condition where A and B they are 0. When A and B are 0, the output should be 0. So let us see whether we are getting the output as 0. When A and B are 0, okay, so Gk is equal to Ak into Bk, that is 1 into 1. That means during the execution phase, Gk is turned on. When Gk is turned on, there is a path to ground and the output carry out is pulled down to ground. So C out is 0. When A and B are 1, let us see what happens. When A and B are 1, Ak bar into Bk bar, that is output is 0. That is, during the execution phase, this NMOS will be in off state. When this NMOS is in off state, carry out will be 1. That is what is the output we have to get. Okay. So here in the circuit, you can see that when P is equal to 1, C out is same as C in, and when P is equal to 0, the output depends upon Gk. When Gk is equal to 1, the carry out is 1, and when Gk is equal to 0, the carry out is 0. This is for getting 1-bit output. But in case of a 4-bit output, here we are connecting 4 Manchester chains in series. Okay. Here you are using pass transistors, and we have already discussed earlier that pass transistors, if it is connected in series, then the signal gets degraded. Okay, so we have to buffer the signal after 4 stages. So let us recall the concept that is being discussed now. Okay, so here we are implementing sum and carry, that is a full adder, by using the concept of carry propagation and carry generation. So the carry is propagated when P is equal to 1. For this condition to take place, inputs should be different. So expression for P can be written as A XOR BK, and for the carry to be generated, AK and BK should be same. The carry generated is 0 when AK BK is 0, and carry generated is 1 when AK and BK are 1. Okay, and we have implemented this expression using a transmission gate, and to reduce the delay that is offered by the transmission gate, we are making use of a Manchester carry chain. Thank you.